Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I did this Captain Marvel inspired makeup look. I love Marvel. I loved the Captain Marvel movie. I love her a lot. So I decided to show you how I do this makeup. So now I'm going to shut up and we'll jump straight into the tutorial. I'm going to take my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in Fair. I'm going to use this to prime my eyeballs. Get out of my way. Thank you. I didn't believe my mother the other day when she said that my bangs were getting long again, because I haven't been... See, to me, when my bangs get long, it means I'm blinking them out of my eyelashes. And I haven't been doing that yet. So when she said that they seem to be getting longer, I'm like, nah, they're fine. I retract my statement. To set it, I'm picking the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Translucent. Normally, I would use my hashtag no filter setting powder in Porcelain, but I've been liking this one a lot better lately. Doesn't seem to make my makeup as cakey looking. I'm going to start by dipping into the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, and on a decent sized big fluffy brush I'm going to take the bright ass blue shade, tap off the excess, and I'm going to start by stamping it in my crease, laying the color down, getting the shape I want. I'll worry about blending later. Also going to take this color on my outer corner of my eye, connect it to the rest of my crease, and start blending it out with the same brush. No extra shadow on it. I swear to God, since I dyed my hair, it seems to be more in my way. Maybe I'm just noticing the hairs more. I'm probably just noticing the hairs more now that it's darker. In case you're wondering what I've got in my hair, it is Arctic Fox hair dye. The blue is Poseidon, and the purple is Ritual. And no, you're not crazy, but those are my roots you're seeing as well. I bleached my hair back in end of May, beginning of June for my because I wanted to be blonde for my high school graduation shoot, and I still had some, like, it's weird. I had Ritual in my hair at the beginning of May this year, and when it faded to like a minty green, which was bizarre. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, or maybe there was something already in my hair that caused it to fade that way. I'll find out when this starts fading now, but I wanted to be blonde again for my graduation photos. So we bleached my hair, and I haven't bleached it since. I'm not going to bleach it until October, because I want to do Phantom Green from Arctic Fox, and the only time I've ever had green hair was when I did one single green streak on one side of my head, when I still had my hair the same length on both sides, and I still parted it down the middle. I had one side had a green streak and the other side had a red streak for Christmas. The rest was still on my natural dark blonde. I hadn't gone full blonde yet, full bleach blonde yet. Poseidon I've done before. I had it back in February for a concert. I'm going to go into the red shade in this palette, and I'm going to put it in my crease. Yes, it's going to turn purpley, but we'll work with it. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the blue, just lower. I'm going to stamp it on first. This is just a smaller, more tapered end blending brush. Not incredibly tapered, but tapered enough. And I'm also putting it on my outer corner as well. I'm going to go back in with the blending brush I used for the blue and I'm not picking up any additional product. I'm just going to work on, actually that's a lie, I'm picking up a bit more blue, and I'm going to work on blending the red into the blue a bit more. I say a bit more, no, that needs help. But this does need to be out in like 5 weeks or so to bleach it, because I've got an event in October that I'm going to, and I want to have that dark green from Arctic Fox in my hair then for that event. So the plan is just like always, we bleach it like the week before we dye it, and I'm blonde again for like a week, and then Alex's tags sound a lot more like the leash than his normal tags. I think they just got changed because they needed updated tags from the vet. Hi! Come say hi.
Alex sounds different.
This is Alex. This is his first time on my makeup channel. This is Alex. Hi, Cody. And this, come here, little man. Alex, come on. And this is Cody. Cody, say hi. Why are you crying?
Because I changed the tag and now he thinks Alex is the leash or something.
I should mention that I just dipped back into the red eyeshadow and reapplied it, because naturally when you blend, no matter how good the shadows are, when you blend two colors together, you are naturally just going to lose some of the pigment in, like, I blended the blue and the red together, I lost some of the pigment in the red, so it's perfectly natural to just have to go back and forth and reapply as needed. And yes, it has turned purple, which is another reason why I'm going back in and bringing the red back into the picture. Yeah, I do like, it's grown on me. I'm trying to shoot for not washing my hair until, let's see, it's Tuesday now. I'm going to try to not wash my hair until Friday, because I'm going out with my mom on Friday. But yeah, I didn't bleach my roots or anything before I dyed it. Like, before I dyed it, you guys will see in the October, the Halloween videos, especially the last Halloween video, you guys will see how much my roots have grown out, especially on this side, you know, where it's shortest. I mean, you can see how much my roots have grown out back here. You can see that. But with the bleach blonde bits that were still left, it was still very obvious. Now I'm going to go in with that concealer I used to prime my eyes, and I'm going to put some on the back of my hand. With this nice flat brush, I'm going to dip into it with just the tip of the brush, and we're going to create a half-cut crease. So what I like to do is, with some concealer on the brush, lay some concealer down on my eyelid by my lash line and look up. And wherever the concealer stamps itself in my crease, that's where I'm going to cut it. I'm going to create the line there because my eyes are slightly hooded. So if I were to follow my natural crease, you wouldn't be able to see the crease line, which would defeat the whole purpose of cutting out the crease. I'm also going to, once the line is cut how I like it, I'm going to fill in my lid with that concealer as well. And with my finger, I'm just going to tap it out to blend it in a bit with the eyeshadow in my outer corner. Now that is a nice cut crease. And now before that dries or becomes tacky, becomes creased or whatever, I'm going to set it really quick with the same translucent powder I used to set when I primed my eyes, just so it doesn't crease or go anywhere. I see you. Don't you dare. And now I somehow have to repeat this on my left eye. Wish me luck. I swear, cutting the crease isn't that hard once you've gotten used to it. It's making both sides match. It's like eyeliner. Making both sides match is what's really the problem. Now the first time I did this, I actually went into my Her Universe Marble Infinity War eyeshadow palette, and I used the gold shade in there. I think that's supposed to represent like the Mind Stone. But this time, see, I'm not a fan of that particular eyeshadow. I find it very crumbly. I find the texture weird. I don't know, I'm just not a fan of it. This time I'm going to go into my Milani Gilded Noir palette, and on another flat-ish brush. This is thicker than the one I used to cut my crease, so I like to use this one to press shimmers and pigments onto the space I created. I'm going to take the shade called Solid Gold, and I'm going to cover the space I carved out with it, being very careful not to mess up that line. The shade name is appropriate. That is a really nice gold. I'm going to dip into it with my finger because these shadows are very creamy, and they seem to apply best with a finger, but I like to go in with a brush first if I can and get a base down going, especially when I have to fill in a line with a cut crease. Just gonna press it just everywhere my finger can fit without messing up that line. I'm gonna dip into a bit of Rococo. No idea if I'm saying that right. It's definitely more of a yellow gold, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of it. I've actually used this shade before. I'm just gonna lay it on top. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. I guess it's making it a bit brighter, which is what I wanted. I'm going to go back into the red, and I'm going to place it on my outer corner and blend it in with the edge. And blend it in with the edges of that crease, the outer edge, not the top edge. If you blend in the top edge, you just wasted so much work. Listen, as much as I love doing cut creases, there is nothing better to me sometimes than a good half cut crease. I'm going to give it a quick blend with the bigger brush. Now I'm going to take this, where are you? The Morphe N217. It's just an angled liner brush. I'm going to go into the red shade with this as well. And I'm going to use it to define that cut crease line even more by placing it just above that where we cut that crease. A bonus of doing this, not only will it sharpen that cut, but it will also bring back the red and make it look less red and more purple. Now I'm going to go into my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Ash Brown. I'm going to do my brows really quick. I just like to start by brushing the brow hairs up and out. And I don't like carve them out or sketch them out or whatever. I just fill in where I need to, where it's sparse, where there's holes. I also like to use this to make my brows darker because I really like the contrast personally of dark brows with like light hair or colored hair. And then I brush it out again. Now I'm going to go into my NYX Born to Glow palette, and I'm just going to mix these two shades up here, the two lightest ones, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. Now to further highlight my inner corners, I'm going to go into my NYX Epic Gel Illuminator in Opalescent, and I'm going to go over my inner corner and brow bone with this as well. I'm going to take the NYX Epic Gel Illuminator in Luminous, just so you guys know this is my favorite. And I'm also going, guess what? This is also going on my inner corners and my brow bones. Now I'm going to take my NYX Epic Ink liquid liner in black, and I'm going to do a wing. This is like a lot thicker than I meant. I don't know what happened to the tip of my liner, but the tip seems weird. Either that or my liner game is just not on point, which probably my eyeliner game is just not on point, but actually I'm not mad about it being this thick. It's actually a nice look. Now if I can just copy and paste this onto this eye, I would be very happy. Now I'm going to take my NYX White Liquid Liner, and I'm going to draw some stars. Now these are a bit easier to make than you might think. You're basically just going to make a glorified plus sign. So I'll just use the tip of the liner brush and just draw a thin line down as thin as you can get it. I'm literally just making a plus sign. And now in between the stars, I'm just gonna make little dots. These are like the stars that you can't see because they're so far away. That you can't see because they're so far away. Yes, no, they're like the stars that you can't see like the fine shapes of because they are so far away. Now I'm going to take this little Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in Kitten Karma. It's got a bit of a glow to it. It's got some glitter in it. So what I'm going to do, where's that Morphe brush? I'm just going to take that Morphe brush again. I'm going to wipe it off on the back of my hand. I'm just going to pick some up straight up off the wand. And I'm going to put this just all over the gold. Now I'm just going to give my lashes a quick curl. And I'm going to use my NYX On The Rise mascara on my top lashes. Now, I didn't do this last time, just like I didn't do the stars last time either, but because I just got this, I'm going to take the Colourpop, wait, what shade are you? I'm going to take the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner Pencil in DTLA, and I'm going to pop this in my waterline. I talked about this on my Instagram. I used the green shade. Can't remember for the life of me what it's called. But I used it over the weekend. The same weekend I went to the Disney store, actually. Oh my god! Oh shit! I just poked the hell out of my eyeball with the pencil. Whoa! Ow! This is my Captain Marvel inspired eye makeup. If I were to do a lip, I'd probably do red. You could even do blue, or you could just do a nude lip. A nude lip would work well if you want to keep all the attention focused on the eyes. You could do, the first time I did this, I did a nice red lip. I think next time, once I get a darker blue lip again, then I would do a dark blue. Hell, you could even do purple if you wanted to. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see more stuff like this. Make sure you check me out on my Instagram at PSC Makeup Artistry. I will leave a link to that down in the description. There will also be a list down there of everything I used today. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!